What's going on, everybody? Almost Counts Collectibles here, and in this video we're going to go through some of the cool stuff that we recently picked up from a Goodwill run from a few different Goodwills from around the area, and just check out some of the cool stuff we got. So let's go ahead and go through these items one at a time. We will obviously start, since you can already see it, this cool Mario Bowser's Castle, and then we'll go through the bags. All right, so the first thing we have here is this Bowser's Castle. We picked this up for $3.99, and I mean, not only is it Bowser's Castle, and it's fairly good size. I mean, it's got to be over a foot tall. On the back here, it's kind of like a little, diorama to play, like a play set. But I just thought this would make for an awesome little display for all of the little Mario figures that we collect. It's also electronic. It takes batteries. There's a button right here. I don't know what sound it makes because the batteries are either not in there or they're dead. But the little light right here, when you press that, the little trap door falls. It's got a little basket right here that kind of wiggles and goes up and down. Maybe it's supposed to spin. Not exactly sure exactly how that works right there. And then we got the little fire rod right here that goes back and forth. I don't know if anything activates that. I think it just I think you move it maybe. But I just thought that was a really cool piece to display some Mario figures on. And we got it for $3.99. And it doesn't look cracked or broken or anything like that. I'm sure it's missing accessories and pieces that came with it, but it looks awesome. So I had to grab that. So we've got Bowser's Castle. I'll set that over there to the side and we'll grab the next bag here. Now, we actually found some really cool shirts. And these things look brand new. So we got this amazing Spider-Man shirt. I've got 3 boys, so obviously, they love a lot of the same things I love. So we were going through some of the shirts and just had to snag some of these. So we got an amazing Spider-Man shirt here. We got a Sonic the Hedgehog. We got this really cool, this is a sweatshirt of the Amazing Spider-Man. It's got the Green Goblin right there. On the back, it says Marvel Comics, Spidey, Green Goblin, and it says them in all kinds of different fonts and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty nice little sweatshirt. It's got the raised up lettering and stuff. And this really cool, the red, it's like mixed with, it kind of looks like a vintage shirt, even though it's like brand new. It still has all the tags and everything on it and stickers on it. But it's a really nice sweatshirt. This one, I think this is, this Venom shirt had an awesome graphic on it. Venom is like my all-time favorite Spider-Man villain. So we had to snag that. And then last but not least, we got Super Mario. Awesome shirt. And these things are in great shape. All right, so we got those out of the way. So we have some of the Mega Constructs Pokemon right here. This was $4.99. This is the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard set. When you buy things like this from Goodwill, you have no idea if they're complete. We've been pretty lucky recently with a lot of these. For the most part, they're complete. They might be missing something extra that doesn't actually go to the actual character. But only time will tell on that. But we went ahead and picked that up for $4.99. Grabbed a couple of DVDs. So to this day, I still don't have the original Ninja Turtles on DVD. So saw that. It was in really good shape. So I snagged that. And then I don't know if you guys ever watched this show. But this show, Arrested Development, I mean, it's probably 10, 15 years old by now. They came out with a couple seasons. I don't remember exactly how many. And then they canceled the show. And then later on, they did another season. They came back together for it. But it just, I don't know, it just wasn't as good as the first couple seasons. But this is the first season of Arrested Development. So if you've never checked that show out, I highly suggest it, especially the first couple seasons, because it was hilarious. It was really good. All right, next we have a Woody. Now this is one of the I think it's a little candy dispenser. But this thing is in amazing shape. It's from McDonald's, from Toy Story 2. It's from, I'll see if I can show you guys here in the camera. It's from 1999. And it was $2.99. I had to get that. I'm trying to go back and get some of the Toy Story stuff that I had when I was a kid, and just other older Toy Story stuff. But I had to get Woody there. Woody's Roundup. Naturally, I don't know if this is from anything specific. I think it's just like a little Halloween prop or whatever. But my youngest has to have his swords and his shields and stuff to beat everybody else up with. So we had to snag that for 99 cents. Right here, we have Tai Lung. This figure is a Burger King toy, I believe. Let's see. Burger King, yeah. I don't know if it has a year on it. I'm not sure what year these came out, but had to pick up. Kung Fu Panda is one of my all-time favorite animated movies. I liked all of them, so to see some of the figures, I didn't even know that they ever came out with these. Had to snag that for 99 cents. Had to get Tai Lung. And then they had some other Toy Story stuff in there. This was $2.99, so this comes with Woody. We've got Woody's mirror there. I don't know exactly what that is. And then we've got Bullseye. And it looks like their platforms that they're on are like the little puzzle pieces. And I think all of these, like, because like Woody, I think they like clip together. Now this was probably also like a Burger King, or let's see if we can see it. It says Disney Pixar. I don't see exactly what this is from. Might have been like a McDonald's or another Burger King thing. But thought that was really cool. Had to grab those as well. More original Toy Story stuff. And then this is like a Minecraft like puzzle box thing. He turns into like a little present box and then turns into a panda. It was $1.99. I think these things new are like 10 bucks. But my kids really like Minecraft, so we had to snag that. So that was the first Goodwill that we went into. And then we have this giant bag right here. Now this was the other one. All right. I found Toy Story 2 on VHS. Now, me and my wife, her especially, we're kind of on this VHS kick right now. Just trying to like really create and grow a VHS collection. I have a few tapes from when I was a kid, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Space Jam, probably like 5 to 10 VHSs I kept over the years. And I mentioned not too long ago wanting to go back and like rewatch them, and she said the same about hers. So we're gonna try to get a VHS player, but now we're kind of like just collecting VHS tapes. So I got Toy Story 2, and they had Oliver and Company, another good Disney one. So these were 99 cents a piece. So I got those VHS tapes. I found a Kenny plushie over in the corner, and this was $1.99. Love South Park, one of my all-time favorite shows. So I had to grab Kenny, so we got a Kenny plushie there. And they had a Toad for $1.99. So we had to grab Toad as well, because I can't just pass up Mario plushies. All right, then we got a few more. Normally I don't like to buy a lot of plushies or things like that, but when they're of like iconic characters like, you know, Transformers, Mario stuff, South Park, and they're in really good, clean condition, usually we'll get them. So this was $1.99. This is Bumblebee. I don't know exactly what year. This is from 2019, so this isn't very old. But we got a Bumblebee. And then they had one of these cool little Megatrons. He's got his gun right there. This one was actually $2.99. I don't know why this one was $1 more. I guess maybe because of the material it's made out of or something. But we did get a Megatron as well. All right, now ironically, at a different Goodwill, I actually found Poe and Shifu. And now I'm assuming that these are also the Burger King. Yep, Burger King. But I don't know, well, you know, what are the odds that two different ones would have, you know, different characters from the same set of toys from a fast food chain. So I also got Po and Shifu here for 99 cents a piece. So I have Tai Lung, Po, and Shifu. I don't know how many they made. Hopefully I can find other ones eventually. But I thought that was really cool. Then we got this here. Actually, my youngest had to rip it open before we could even get into the vehicle. So this was $3.99 for this little bag of like just random figures. But the main reason he got it is, so we have this transparent Imaginext White Ranger here. So we got it for that. So that's in there. We got some sort of little crazy gecko dinosaur dude right there. And then he kind of saw this and he wanted this. Now this isn't a really good, highly posable figure by any means, but this is, I'm guessing this is the Mandalorian. I think so. I like Star Wars, but I'm not a huge Star Wars buff. Anything outside of like some of the original films and stuff like that, I don't really know much about it. But I think that's the Mandalorian if I'm not mistaken. So got that. There's a little TIE fighter in here. I know what this is. So got this little TIE fighter. And then we've got some other stuff. Oh, no way. This is a, this is Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. That is freaking awesome. I didn't even know that was in there. That's a little Hiccup figure. Okay, that's pretty cool. What else we got in there? Oh, this is a How to Train Your Dragon guy as well. It's one of the dragons, obviously. I don't know what these are from, but that is awesome. I love How to Train Your Dragon. What do we have here? We have another Hiccup. Little figure right there. I'm not sure what those are from. What is this? We have... All right, this is Star Wars. I can't remember. Is this Kylo Ren? No, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly who that is, but it's like a little kind of like plushy thing. It's got the little beans in it with his hood on there. What does that tag say? It's a Hallmark. Only at Hallmark. All right, so another little Star Wars item. Yes, more How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Here's another little dragon. I remember that guy. Don't remember what his name is. Oh, we got an Astrid. That is awesome. All these little figures are in there. These are definitely going to have to go on the display shelf. All right, what else we got? What is this? This is... What is that? Is that a fort? It's got a power... Oh yeah, it's a Fortnite item. And it looks like it charges or does something. I have no idea what this is or what character this is, but it looked familiar. And two of my kids love Fortnite, so I figured that's what it was. Some sort of like keychain thing, but it charges up and it's got a power button. I have no idea who that is or what it does, but that is a Fortnite item. And then the last thing in this bag here is like two little hooks connected by a chain. All right, we're moving on to the last bag of items that we got from the very last Goodwill that we stopped at. I had just wrapped up filming. I was needed and had to step away. When I came back, I didn't realize that the device had actually stopped recording for a minute or two, so we missed a couple items. So I'm just gonna go back and go over them real quick again, and then I'll just edit it into the footage. But all we missed out was on that last Goodwill, we actually picked up another Toy Story item. So we got this for $1.99. It is actually a talking Rex.
Hey, it's so nice to see you.
It's really cool. He says a lot of catchphrases in really good condition. He's like fully posable. I mean, as much as a Tyrannosaurus Rex can be posable. He moves his head, his mouth opens up and down. Just another really good addition to the Toy Story collection. Then we moved on to some of the media that we got. We got some video games, but first off, we got this WWF The Music Volume 4 soundtrack. Now, I used to be a huge wrestling fan back in the day, from like the mid-90s all the way up to like the mid-2000s. I have a couple other of the soundtracks that they released, and I saw this one And it was in such good condition, I couldn't pass it up. So I got this, I think it was like 99 cents or $1.99, a WWF soundtrack CD. Then next up, this is where I'm going to kind of end and then just roll right into the other footage. I picked up an original Xbox game. Now, I have a handful of original Xbox games from back in the day. I want to go back and grow that collection with a lot of the games that I never got and pick up, if I can find one, another original Xbox to play them on. But that'll have to happen later. But I saw this, and I only got this, not because I want the game, but because the case is in really good shape, and one of my games, the case is actually busted. So I bought this just to replace it with that case. And that's where the footage is going to pick up. So we're just going to go ahead and roll right into that. But if you're going to buy one of these, especially a sports games, because they're usually easier to find and they're cheaper, to replace it with another non-sports game for the case, just make sure it doesn't have one of those official NBA, NFL, whatever stickers on them. They're extremely hard to get off. So I actually found this NCAA Football 2003. I'm pretty sure it was even complete, and the disc is in really good shape. But I bought this just to use the case. So I got an original Xbox game here of NCAA Football 03. I got a copy of Iron Man 2 on the Wii. They had that complete with manual in great shape, so I picked that up. I got this mainly just because my wife wanted it. Jenny McCarthy, Your Shape on the Wii. It's actually in pretty good shape, and it's complete. So we got some games. All right, then I found this. Now it's been like taped back shut, but this is an original Rugrats figure of Tommy on his little Reptar tricycle. And this was what, $1.99. So had to grab that. That was pretty cool. And then I saw Dennis the Menace on VHS. So I had to grab that. Just building that VHS collection. And they had The Sword and the Stone. Another great old Disney movie in pretty good condition. So we snagged that. And I'm pretty sure that was it. So let me throw everything back here real quick and we'll wrap this up. All right, this is everything that we just picked up from hitting 3 different Goodwills in the surrounding area. A lot of really cool stuff. We got the South Park plushies, we got the Toy Story items, the Kung Fu Panda figures, some really awesome VHS tapes, some cool DVDs, video games, soundtracks. We got Mega Constructs. We got some How to Train Your Dragon stuff. We even got some awesome shirts over there in the shirt pile. Not to mention the Mario Bowser's Castle to display all of our Mario figures. So always get out there, check your thrift stores, check your Goodwills if you love just collecting really a number of things, because you can find just about anything at thrift stores, including your Goodwills. But that's going to be this video. Hope you guys enjoyed checking out everything that we picked up. Stay out there toy hunting and collectible hunting. And until next time, everybody, I will see you next video.